Another thing, what I mean by coming into the present moment, is to let go of desire and its opposite, fear, or attraction and aversion. Remember, attraction is a movement towards something, and aversion is a movement away from something. In the same movement. Remember, if you've got 2 points, point A and point B, if you're at point A and you're moving towards point B, that means you're attracted to point B, or you desire to go towards point B. Now, alternatively, we can phrase it as you are afraid or you are adverse to point A. You're moving away from point A. So this fear and desire are two aspects of the same force. It's a movement. And this movement of fear and desire is always based upon past and future. I'll just say that again. Desire and fear are one movement. Movement towards something, we call desire or attraction. A movement away from something, we call fear or aversion. It's the same movement. One, you can describe it in terms of going towards, or you can describe it in terms of moving away. And this movement of desire, fear, is in time. It's always from the past to the future. I'll explain to you what I mean by that, because it might not obviously make sense. But if I desire something, and by the way, being in the now is letting go of the bulk of this movement of past and future. I'll explain what I mean by past and future. How can this desire be past and future? A movement from the past to the future. Well, what I mean by that specifically is that whenever you desire something, say I desire a chocolate cake. Say I desire to eat chocolate cake. What does that mean? Well, it means several things. It means I have a memory. A memory is always of something in the past, correct? Memory is always something in the past. I have a memory of chocolate cake. And I have a memory of pleasure, happiness, when I ate the chocolate cake. That memory is etched onto my mind. There's like, if you imagine the mind as like a record, there's a blob, a positive blob on the record that says happiness when I ate chocolate cake. It's a big blob on the record. And when that record plays, that's that track of remembering, it's replaying, remembering, oh, chocolate cake, that tasted good. I want some more. I'm going to go and get some chocolate cake. So what you've done, you remembered something that's happened in the past, in this case, something good, and you're trying to achieve it again in the future. I want chocolate cake. And then your desire for chocolate cake is always going to be a desire to get chocolate cake at some future time. Now, that future time could be in 5 minutes, it could be the next day, or it could be in 1 second's time from now. But it's still the future, and it's based upon a past experience. You can't desire chocolate cake if you've no memory or recollection of having chocolate cake before. You can't desire something you don't know. And knowledge in the mind is always related to memory, isn't it? It is. Knowledge is related to memory. Memory is something of something that's happened. It's past. So desire is always based upon memory, isn't it? Yeah? No? Yes. Desire is always based upon memory. Memory is always of something that's happened in the past. And then you desire it to happen to you again in the future. If there's chocolate cake sitting in front of you now, you might say, oh, I want this chocolate cake now. But actually it's like a second from now, or a millisecond from now that you're actually going to have it. And fear is the same. Say you don't want chocolate cake. Say that's the last thing you want. Then maybe you've had a memory of a negative experience eating chocolate cake. You ate chocolate cake, and then I don't know what's happened. You ate chocolate cake, and then you got a really bad stomach ache, and it tasted horrible to you. You know, I never want to have that to happen to me again. So now you think, oh, I don't want to have chocolate cake. This is aversion. There's another blob on your record, a memory record, but instead of it being a positive blob, it's a negative blob. It's a distortion. It makes you fear or be adverse. Fear is a very strong word. Aversion's a nicer word because it covers the whole range of moving away from energies or the movement away from something. Whereas fear is usually a word when you strongly want to move away from something in a very strong way, you're very adverse to something, that's fear. Low level, it may be just anxiety or a dislike of something.